Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is a double Olympic gold medalist, 9-time world champion. She's a mother, a wife, an ambassador, and so much more. Known as the fastest woman in the world, the Pocket Rocket, as she is fondly known, joins NTV from Kingston, Jamaica. It's great to have you, Shelly-Ann. How are you, and how have you been coping during the COVID-19 lockdown?
Well, so far I'm doing good, but let me say thank you for having me on. It's a pleasure and definitely sending lots of greetings to all the fans in Kenya. For me, it's very different than what I'm used to because at this time of the season we would be traveling to track meets, and now we're stuck at home and practicing social distancing, not being able to engage with friends. So it's definitely different, but I am coping. I'm still able to go out to practice, so I still get to practice. So, it's just very different, but we just have to get used to it.
Absolutely. And how does a normal day look for you, Shelly-Ann? We've been seeing some videos of you working out, but take us through your
Yeah.
routine.
Well, pretty much what I do is I now train at the National Stadium, and it's almost like a shift setting where we're not allowed to be in groups of no more than 10 persons, so it's very different, and we're still supposed to be at least 6 feet apart. So I actually train by myself currently, so it's not as bad, even though I don't get to talk with my friends and laugh and hugs and just run jokes. So it's very different. But I get up in the morning. I still get up at 5:30 in the morning because Jamaica is very hot at this time. So you try to beat the sun, and I get some workout in, and then I have an afternoon session where it's either gym or plyometrics or things like that. And if I am able to do things at home in terms of my core work, then I do that at home. So that's pretty much what it is each day. And yeah.
And it really is unprecedented times, you know. Tell us, how did you
Yes.
receive news of the Olympics postponement, knowing that you'll be 34 by the time the games are happening?
Yeah, at when I we were already hearing of what was happening in China and the possibility of this coming to our side and the postponement of the Olympic Games. And for me, I was really hoping and praying that they would contain everything and it would be over swiftly, but that was not the case. So at first, I was very disappointed because there's for me it's like a timeline you have that you want to achieve these things. And I've been running since professionally since 2008, and I have a son now. I have a family that I would definitely want to spend more time with. And track and field is demanding, and so you have this space that you want to get things done. And not being able to have the Olympics this year was a bummer. But for me, it's also understandably, the human parts of us is disappointed, but there are lives at stake, and there's the economy, and there's many persons who are without jobs.
Looking at a worst case scenario, Shelly-Ann, in the case that
Uh-huh.
COVID-19, you know, wouldn't have been controlled by then, what are your thoughts on possibly running in an empty stadium without fans?
Well, I'm Jamaican, so we're used to having stadiums filled with people and everybody is joining in the excitement and having fun. And for a lot of athletes, especially myself, I like the energy from the crowd. I love that. So now being competing in an empty stadium potentially is very weird. I guess would be very weird because it's almost like all the athletes that are down to compete, we're just basically looking at ourselves, and each other. Let's see, I'm looking forward to competing whenever that time and whenever it's safe to do so. I still have to evaluate, what I would be doing because, as I said, I have a son to and a family to come back home to. You just have to make sure you take as best precaution as you can at this time.
Right, and I can't wait to talk about Zion with you. But you've mentioned you've mentioned 2021 there, Shelly-Ann, and of course the World Championships in Oregon now pushed to 2022.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people want to know: is there any chance that we'll be seeing you in Oregon?
I don't know. So far, there are a lot of things that has happened throughout my career that I kind of raise an eyebrow, and one of those moments was coming back after having my son. I have my son 2017. I had him via C-section. So, being able to come back from that and win a championship, I never thought it would be possible. And I was 32, So you never know. For me, I try to take it a year at a time. But, it would be so nice to finish so close to home because a lot of my friends want to actually travel to come and see me, but the championships are usually very far. So, for me, that is a highlight. And I have to see, where I'm at, how the body is coping, and how I am mentally, if I'm prepared to do another year, because track and field is very hard. It's not easy.
Yeah,
Getting up in the mornings and working out, and it's not easy, leaving my son to travel all over the world and come back, and he's still very young and still having those memories and those bonding moments. So it's something that we assess as time goes.
Yeah, that would be very sentimental, I can imagine. And, you know, for
Yes.
many people, Shelly-Ann, the last time that they saw you competing was in 2019 at the Doha World Championships. You made a stunning comeback in the 100 meters.
Yes.
But, you know, a lot of people actually talked about the fact that you did that as a mom for the first time. Just give us a bit of insight into just how much Zion has changed your life.
Yeah, Zion has definitely changed everything. When I knew I was pregnant, I was very skeptical of, coming back to track and field. But there's always a blessing in setbacks. And I remember coming back from having him and my first couple of meets. I was like, man, I didn't feel like myself at first. But within a couple of months, I'm always so committed. I'm very, very committed. If I say I'm doing something, then that's it. I'm all in 100%. And I'm telling you, it was not easy. It was so not easy. It's almost like you're relearning everything all over again. And I remember getting to do, I actually didn't sleep at all the night before my finals because it has been a while since my championship. My last championship would have been in 2016. And I was so anxious. I'm like, what's going on? What's happening? But it was a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice, and having my son definitely changed everything for me. It actually made me happier, and I had more fun, and I was more energetic. I was definitely more motivated. And I just want to show others that it's an enhancement to who you are as a woman, as a family. So you have to continue to understand that that's just another role that you're playing, but a huge role. And you have to try and find a balance, and it will work out.
Absolutely. And now, countryman Usain Bolt is a new dad. I mean, have you
Yes.
managed to talk to him, probably even
Yes, I
maybe given him
have.
some tips, Shelly-Ann?
Well, he's the fastest man, so I'm sure he has this quick, quick, quick. But I actually did speak to him. I said, I'm sure you're so excited. I can just imagine your face. And he's like, yes, he is. And I'm like, well, get ready for no sleep because for the first couple of months, it's going to be, trying to get used to. But it will definitely be worth it. No gold medal will ever be compared to seeing your child, staring at you, smiling at you, and just waking up to that blessing. So for me, massive congratulations to him and Casey on the birth of their daughter. So I'm excited to see you know, how everything unfolds for him. I'll definitely be saving him some tips, you know.
That's amazing, Shelly-Ann. And you know, it's been a decade plus of dominance for you on the track. Tell us, what's been your best win and your toughest loss?
Okay, honestly, the best win is a tie between 2008 and 2019 because 2018 I was young. I didn't know what was happening. I was just more excited to be there than anything else. I didn't even know I was going to win a medal. You know, I was just excited for the opportunity. And then here I am, 2019, you know, mature, having a family, having had success for a couple of years. So, you know, it's two different wins, but you know, it's so hard to compare because coming back when others thought that it was not possible. But for 2016, I would definitely say was my toughest loss because having that toe injury was really difficult to navigate throughout the season. You know, it tested everything in me.
Absolutely. And you came out of that just fine, Shelly-Ann. And, you know,
Yes, thank you.
Kenya and Jamaica are two countries that definitely love their athletics. However, Jamaica is more short distance and Kenya more
Yeah,
mid to,
long distance.
to long distance, exactly. So tell us your thoughts on Kenyan athletics. Do you have a favorite Kenyan athlete?
Yeah, so I do. I cheer for Kenyans. You know, I do cheer like every time we're at track because I love. So my favorite track athlete in terms of distance is Ezekiel Kemboy. Oh, and he's my friend. So he's just. I love to see him race because he's so comical. He's filled with so many, you know, his energy is just everything. I'm so biased. I want him to win because I want to see him dance. You know, I'm looking forward to the dance. I'm very biased in that regard because he's so fun and he's so relaxed, and that just shows that he loves what he does. You know, and then also I love Vivian as well. So you know, so those two are my favorite athletes from Kenya.
Fantastic, fantastic. And you know, your performances are one thing, Shelly-Ann. I mean, they speak for themselves. However, your bright hairstyles as well sometimes draw in.
Not wearing any today.
Yeah. But you know, sometimes on the track, often on the track, your bright hairstyles sometimes drawing just as much attention as your
Uh-huh.
performances. Just give us a bit of that inspiration. Where does it come from?
Yeah, I love colors. You know, colors are just a different kind of way that we communicate. You know, it's almost like therapy. It has the potential to just make you smile and make you happy, make you relax. And I walk out and my hair is just bright. It's like, bam!
Love it, love it. And let's talk football for a minute, Shelly-Ann. A little birdie somewhere said that you're an Arsenal fan. Is that true?
Can't you tell? I am a gunner. I've been an Arsenal fan since 2006. 2006, yeah. That's when I've been a fan. So I do love Arsenal. I stay up every Sunday for Premier League. Sometimes I miss church to watch, and I'm always back and forth on Twitter with my friends who are supporting that other team that wears the other red jersey. Yeah. So hi to all my Arsenal fans.
And Shelly-Ann, as we wrap up, tell us what's next for you one day when track is done? Coaching, perhaps?
No. I definitely think about I want to go back to school because I definitely want to do some sort of counseling, whether it's child counseling or athletics counseling. A lot of young athletes would be better for them if they knew some of the things that they'll be able to face or they will face when they go out in the real world.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot for your time, Shelly-Ann.
Thank you.
Fastest
I'm
woman.
sorry I can't speak any Afrikaans or anything, then I'll definitely say
It's
you know,
all
speak to
good.
my peoples.
Kwaheri. Fastest woman in the world there, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, pocket rocket, now turned mommy rocket. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you. Bye.